AI bots on social media are capable of scraping a person's personal profile and creating a new account that mimics them. These accounts then advertise paid sex and pornography to people the victim knows personally.
This gear weighs over 40 pounds, and that's not counting the tools they carry. Imagine wearing this and crawling through tight, hot spaces. Here's how it happens. You're scrolling on social media and a post catches your attention. You spend 7 seconds on it, which is all it takes for the algorithm to recommend you similar content, even if it's false. Then you might decide to share it, which then pushes that misinformation onto other people's feeds.
1 in 9 West Virginians go hungry every day, and with 14% of the state population experiencing food insecurity, it's the 4th hungriest state in the country.
Ever wonder what it takes to train for some of the world's most dangerous rescues? Straight ahead on WVU News, I'm Claudia Di Lima, and we're going underground to find out. Fake news doesn't just spread, it's engineered to fool you. Straight ahead on WVU News, I'm Claudia Di Lima, and I'll take you behind the screen to show you how it's done. This glass can get up to 2,800 degrees. Once it's cooled, it's then sent to another part of the factory where it's sanded, sawed, and painted, then shipped off around the world.
The Ukrainian Global Congress created this interactive map to commemorate the 2nd anniversary of the Russian invasion. Over 150 Ukrainian cities have already registered peaceful rallies on the map, just like this one. Researchers have been trying to find an affordable alternative to fossil fuels for decades. Tired of high gas prices? I'm Claudia Di Lima, and coming up on WVU News, I'll tell you about new research going on at the Statler College of Engineering that might help you find an alternative.
Russia invaded Ukraine 2 years ago this February. I'm Claudia Di Lima, and I'll tell you about what the Morgantown community is doing to support Ukraine. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now. Coming up on WVU News, AI is on the rise, and with it, people's concerns about their safety online. I'm Claudia Di Lima, and I'll have that story next.
And after this project is completed, clean hydrogen is expected to cost only $1 per kilogram.
In 2022, more than 4 billion people used social media worldwide. And online, a new trend is emerging: AI bots stealing a person's information to promote adult content under their name. For Gabby Cummings, this nightmare became a reality. A fake Instagram account used her face on illicit photos.
I was worried about my future career as like an art therapist and applying to grad schools and applying to jobs because they always say, like, you know, nothing is truly deleted online. And I felt nervous and scared that it would impact me for something I was not doing.
These bots used advanced algorithms to avoid detection from the social media platforms, posing as real people with real profiles. They can even direct message other social media users from these accounts, encouraging the viewing and purchase of fake pornography of the victim.
AI bots on social media are capable of scraping a person's personal profile and creating a new account that mimics them. These accounts then advertise paid sex and pornography to people the victim knows personally.
Fake accounts can be reported, but it can take days or even weeks for the platform to remove it, all while the bot remains active. But police say there are laws that can help victims take legal action.
There are state codes that they can be charged with. Obviously, investigations would have to ensue. There would be search warrants involved to identify where those images, information, whatever it is that was taken, was sent to. And then we would look into IP addresses, different things of that nature to identify who that person was.
Experts say social media users can protect themselves by having private accounts and reporting suspicious activity online.
Justin Waybright is from Wood County and is studying mining engineering at WVU. When he came to campus as a freshman, he was introduced to the university's mine rescue team.
We kind of represent everyone in the state and all the coal miners that put their lives on the line every day and being hardworking individuals.
The WVU Mine Rescue Team, made up entirely of students, practices 3 times a week at 6 a.m. to safely rescue dummies or crisis actors. They face some of the most challenging rescue scenarios imaginable.
This gear weighs over 40 pounds, and that's not counting the tools they carry. Imagine wearing this and crawling through tight, hot spaces.
That's exactly what these students are training for in their facility in Core, West Virginia. The university has created a simulated underground coal mine in this building.
The number one thing that we're looking for is to make sure any individual that ever comes through this building learns the skills here in a training session so that they're not trying to learn how to do it during the emergency.
In their simulated underground exercises, the team encounters extreme temperatures, bugged equipment, and simulated fire. It's a tough gig, but these students want to help.
You hope nothing ever happens, but you want to be prepared for if it does, and you want to be the people that go in and help them.
WVU competes at least twice a year against mine rescue teams from across the country and around the world. But Brady says it's different for his students.
We set ourselves apart from everybody else because we simply outwork them. We understand what it is to be a West Virginian, what it's like to be blue-collar workers. 5 o'clock in the morning doesn't scare us, neither does continual work.
The first 2025 competition is February.
Recently, the Ukrainian Mountaineers Association and the Ukrainian community of Morgantown hosted events to recognize the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine war. I attended the Rally for Ukraine.
On February 24th, 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the largest aggression on a European country since World War II. Some people, like Ukrainian WVU student Mark Voidiani, feel the dire effects of the war here in West Virginia.
It's devastating. It's really devastating because, it's not only about me, my family, it's about the whole country. Because each family in Ukraine, they feel the impact, and every day there is somebody dying.
Voidiani is a member of the Ukrainian Mountaineers Association. He and other Ukrainian students are facing incredible uncertainty. Many cannot travel back home and lack funding from their families. Officials say that students are cut off financially, as many banks in Ukraine are not functioning.
The Ukrainian Global Congress created this interactive map to commemorate the second anniversary of the Russian invasion. Over 150 Ukrainian cities have already registered peaceful rallies on the map, just like this one.
Ukrainian activists hope the world comes together to remind everyone of the ongoing war. Eric Heron, a WVU political science professor, says the war has serious long-term implications.
I think the fear, and it's a real fear, is if the war does not go well, Putin will not stop, and at some point it may involve American troops and American lives. And helping Ukraine now really helps protect Americans.
With 3.6 million people displaced and 6.3 million others seeking refuge abroad, Ukraine has struggled throughout this conflict. And Voidiani says the U.S.'s support of Ukraine is vital.
We really appreciate the U.S. aid to Ukraine. It means a lot, and we want this war to be over.
This rally closed out a full week of events organized to raise money and awareness for the Ukrainian community.
Here at WVU, the mine rescue team is preparing students for the critical job of rescuing miners stuck underground during an emergency.
A total of 64 measles cases have been reported by 17 states in 2024. In just 3 months, the number of cases already exceeds the number from last year. Americans' credit card balances tip the scale at over $1 trillion. But one state senator proposed a bill to help with PEIA funding, which ultimately failed to make it off the Senate floor. And Catherine, the death rate among people with anorexia nervosa is the highest of all mental illnesses and affects up to 3% of young women. WVU football is in full swing as players tackle spring practice in preparation for the fall football season. One WVU student is shearing her way to success. Drew Solt reports.
Now, West Virginia law requires coal mines to have rescue teams available during their operating hours.
The Kennedy Creative Arts Center is back with their first show of the semester. The Book of Will is a powerful play focusing on the plays of William Shakespeare. Now, a West Virginia native is showcasing this industry in a way she knows best. March is Women's History Month, and WVU has 2 women's sports teams that are celebrating historic milestones.
The WVU Mine Rescue Team won first place at the 2023 and 2024 Intercollegiate Mine Emergency Response Competitions in Colorado and British Columbia.
The Kennedy Creative Arts Center is back with another Mountain Stage concert series. These recorded live events bring you music you love, anytime and anywhere. University administrators plan to create a campus safety group to make recommendations about campus safety initiatives before campus carry is permitted. Manchin announced he will not be running for president in 2024. The West Virginia Democrat made the announcement in a press conference on West Virginia University's campus. Manchin is retiring as a senator and has been considering a bid for the White House that would have shaken up the 2024 campaign.
The team's roots stretch all the way back to the 1910s, a time when the West Virginia Office of Miners Health, Safety, and Training says it was common to see at least one fatal accident occur each day.